Okay, this is a leg workout. I'm just going to run you through the exercises for this leg workout. It's not a HIIT session, so it's not a case of 30 seconds of exercise, 30 seconds rest. This is a proper strength-based workout that is focused on the lower body, so glutes, hamstrings. We're also going to be working on the adductor muscles, which are the muscles on the inside of the leg that pull the legs inwards, your hip flexors, as well as the abductor muscles at the side. Okay, so it's good for strengthening your glutes, your hips, your quads, and also has a little bit of core work in there because we need to brace our core. Right, there are 3 triceps. So triceps are groups of 3 exercises. We've got 3 triceps, and they're going to hit all of those major leg muscles. We're working in a moderate to high rep range, so 12 to 15 reps on each exercise, and then we're going to rest in between each set. Okay, so I'll talk you through. First exercise is a goblet squat. So the goblet squat, nice and simple and straightforward. We have our feet slightly wider than hip width apart. Okay, your feet slightly, toes pointing slightly outwards. And with this one, with the squat, we need to make sure that we keep our head and our chest up. We're not leaning forward, so we keep the head and chest up. And for that, you need to brace your core. Okay, so you can use a weight. I've got a couple of dumbbells. If you've got a weighted rucksack or a heavy object, you can do that, or you can just do body weight. Okay, so I'm just going to demonstrate with body weight at the moment. So goblet squat, if you're holding the weight, hold it in front of you, up by your chest, and we're going to squat down as low as we can. We keep our knees out over the toes, head and chest up, back up. Okay, so from the side, so squatting down, head and chest up, not leaning forward. Okay, so it's keeping your head and chest as upright as you can, down and back up again. Okay, that's your goblet squat. Next one's reverse lunge. So reverse lunge, we're going to step back, control that motion down, and we'll keep on the same leg. So 12 to 15 reps on each leg. Okay, and then switch, 12 to 15 reps. Okay, start on the weak leg. So if you've got a leg that's slightly weaker, start on that one. If you can only do 10 reps on the weak leg, you do 10 reps on the stronger leg, so that we keep it balanced. That's your second exercise. Third one, step ups. So you need a small step, bathroom step, something like that. Nothing too high, a foot and a half at most. So with this one, you're going to step up. At the top, I want you to lean forward slightly so that the weight is over the foot that's on the step, and then slowly down. Okay, so don't just up and drop, it's up, slowly down, drive up, control that downward motion. Okay, so it's keeping that downward motion controlled. Again, 12 to 15 on each leg. Start with your weaker leg. If you can only do 8 to 10 on your weaker leg, do the same on the stronger leg to maintain the balance. So those are your first 3 exercises. 12 to 15 goblet squats, 12 to 15 reverse lunges on each leg, 12 to 15 step ups on each leg. Do one complete set, one exercise after the other, rest for about a minute, go through, do it again, rest for a minute, do it a third time, rest for a minute. Okay, so that's your first tricep. Second one, we've got split squats. So split squats are a little bit like the reverse lunge, but we don't step up. So with this one, we have 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. If you want to, get yourself a chair or something that you can support yourself with, particularly if your balance is a little bit. Okay, so with this one, let's say your left leg is the weakest, so left leg forward, okay, and then we down to the floor, drive up, keeping your head and chest up. If you want to check the position you're in to start with, this is a good starting position. So we notice 90 degrees and the leg 90 degrees, so the legs underneath you like that. Okay, so that would be the position we want to get down to. So up, up, okay, and again using the chair just to help you balance. 12 to 15 on one leg, then on the other. Again, start with your weaker leg. If you can only manage 8 to 10, that's fine. we can build up afterwards. This is a good exercise, a good routine to be building your leg strength up with. That's your first one. Split squats, 12 to 15 on one, 12 to 15 on the other. Next exercise are curtsy lunges. Okay, so with this one, we're stepping back and to the side, and again, so back and to the side. So you notice instead of going back, which is a normal reverse lunge, we go back and to the side, okay? And we're gonna do, again, 12 to 15 on one leg, and repeat on the other side. And then the last one is a sumo squat. So a goblet squat is where your feet are slightly wider than hip width. A sumo squat, nice and wide. So we're looking at about 1.5 times shoulder width, okay? So as wide as you can, not too wide. It's about 1.5 times shoulder width, all right? And then with this one, head and chest up. You can't quite go down as deep, and this is more emphasis on the glutes, okay? So this is your glutes and your ham. You'll feel the stretch in your hamstring. This is more of an emphasis on the glutes for driving up, okay? So down, up. And you'll feel that as well in the adductors, the muscles on the inside, the inner groin, just as it's closing the legs. So that's your second tricep. So you've got your split squats, you've got your curtsy lunges, and then you've got the goblet squats, and you're doing 12 to 15 of the split squats and the curtsy lunges on each leg. Starting with the weaker. If you can only do 10 with the weaker leg, that's fine. Do 10 on the other one, and then 12 to 15 on your sumo squats. Last tricep, single leg deadlift. I'm going to give you a couple of options for this one. So a single leg deadlift, again, no weight required. If you want to have a chair or something that you can hold on to maintain the balance, that's fine. But this is a full single leg deadlift. So we start, I'm going to show you with the right leg. So we start with the right leg and we hinge forward, straight back, leg back like that, and back again, okay? Now again, that's quite difficult for balance, so if you want to, you can use a chair. There is an easier way. So this is now a kickstand deadlift. So we keep one of the legs, this leg we're going to work, the other leg we're going to kick back, and we keep the toe on the ground for balance. And this, again, straight back, we're going to hinge, bend at the hip, we push our bum back until we feel that tension down, and we keep that back nice and straight, okay? So with this one, a good way of making sure that you're in the right sort of position is run your hand down your leg, just below your knee, and back up again. While you're doing this, make sure that your leg, your shin is vertical, so we're not bending the foot and driving that knee forward, okay? So we go forward. If you notice that your knee's going forward and you don't feel the stretch down there, push that knee back, keep your back straight. And we notice that my shoulders and my head are all in line, okay? So we're not rounding the back, just keeping that back straight, okay? So again, somewhere between 10 and 15 on each leg. Lateral squats is nice and wide. So a lateral squat, we're going to squat down one leg. So again, 12 to 15 with one leg, and then the same on the other side. Start with the weaker leg as ever. Do as many as you can on that one, and then repeat the number on the other. And then the last one, glute bridge on the ground. So glute bridge, feet on the ground, hands by your side, and we're going to drive the hips up, squeeze the glutes, pause at the top, and slowly down. So up, squeeze, slowly down, okay? So last tricep, we've got a single leg deadlift. So it's this one, or a kickstand deadlift, where we hinge forward, shoulders back, back up, squeeze the glutes to the top. We've got your lateral squat and your glute bridges. 3 times through that as well. If you manage all of those, it's a really, really good leg workout, body weight one. You can do it at home, do it in the gym, add weights to it as you're getting stronger. Enjoy.